Welcome back to Alliance War. It's Season 38, War 9, and 4 Loki is facing LVT for the first time. Some of the community may think that this is a drama spectacle, but it's really not. For me, it's always sad. I hate facing friends in competitive Alliance War because someone's going to win and someone's going to lose, and whoever loses is going to feel bad about it. That's inevitable. It's why I hate it when 4 Loki faces SSX. And I'm certainly going to feel the same way about 4 Loki facing LVT. And to the people of LVT, you've got Taters, 4 Loki's former leader. You've got, you got PPG and Lizer, people I consider to be friends. Other officers like CIPW was in my battle group for a long time. Former guys from 2 Loki that I played with are officers, Justin, Agent. There's other guys from 4 Loki, TJ's there, Carl's there, Panda Man Pete, former 4 Lokians like Dap and Walk and Highlight and Brett. We love all these people. And when they left to join LVT, it was a really sad day for me because I play this game to play with friends. And when my friends leave, that makes me sad. Now, they wanted to have a different relationship with the game. A healthier relationship with the game from their perspective. And I can appreciate that. And I can look at them from afar and wish them well. But, if we're going to compete against each other, then that means we're going to compete against each other, But hopefully we're going to do it with love. I miss them. I hope that we're able to play together again someday. But that's not going to be today. Today we're going to be opponents. And I'll say that Taters is a total jerk face in how he arranged his defense. And so I'm not really going to be able to have a Miguel-fueled fiesta like the viewers of my channel may be accustomed to me doing this season. I'm going to bring a different team, namely because I've got Falcon and Human Torch. They're making their first appearances this season. The one thing that Taters didn't do is he didn't ban rhulk, and he cannot arrange a defense. Cannot. To prevent me from going nuts with rhulk. I'm going to go straight path 5 this war, 5A, 5B. But before I get into the fights, I do want to show you with what I mean with how Taters organized his defense to disincentivize me from bringing Miguel. Because ordinarily, I go up this left-hand side on the mini-map, and he put champions there that really aren't ideal in my mind to use Miguel against. And so that's why I didn't bring him. In fact, I didn't even assign a Miguel to anyone in our battle group this war, and that would be the first time that I've done that in a very, very long time. So PWF and I had to come up with different counters for a lot of fights, and so it made the planning a little bit challenging. So kudos to him for that. Now, let's actually get to the good stuff, which is the path fights. Again, 5A, as everyone hopefully knows, is the ebb and flow knockdown. You just got to knock them down, and then you can beat them to death. I do this fight as I'm going to do 5 of my 7 fights with rhulk, and the only thing about this particular fight is I did a slight mastery change. I turned off dexterity. The reason being is that obviously I'm going to have neutralize on myself a lot during this fight, and I didn't want the precision to get neutralized, thus giving Rintrah power gain effects. And so again, just take dexterity off, get your parries, knock them down, use your special ones, whatever, build your heat charges and do massive amounts of damage. It's a really, really, really simple fight. And as you can see, we're about, 3/4 of the way through it. rhulk's health bar is looking great. Rintrah's health bar is looking super weak. And so let's just go ahead and finish him off here after this special one. And we can move on to the next fight, which is going to be Hercules. Obviously, the temptation against Hercules is use some type of mystic in which you can counter his buffs or take advantage of them through mystic dispersion. I don't have that luxury this war, so I know that I'm just going to have to use it with rhulk. The node presents one challenge just because Hercules' heavy attacks are going to be unstoppable, and then Hercules himself presents a bit of a challenge just because whenever he has a feat of strength, obviously he's going to be stun immune. So the easiest way around that is just to, when he has a feat, parry him, knowing that it's not going to stick, and then you can parry him again perfectly fine without any problems whatsoever. So that's generally what I do here, is that I'm either going to be baiting his special 1 and then punishing that, since, again, I cannot punish the heavy, or I'm going to be removing the feats of strength with parries that don't stick, so that way I get parries that do stick. That's the process of the fight. Sorry, everybody, I'm still sick, so I may cough. But that's the process of the fight until he gets to his immortality phase, and then it's just sort of stay away while he's unblockable. You can't kill him. You can probably hit, you can safely hit into block, just if you need the spacing, but once the immortality goes away, so does Hercules. All right, next fight is this Mangog. Dex is perfectly fine being on for Mangog, in my opinion. You just got to remember only 4-hit combos. My plan was to use an invulnerability boost, push Mangog to a special 3, tank the special 3. Now, at the beginning of the fight, Mangog throws the special 1, which just kind of pissed me off. I didn't really like the AI in that regard. Fortunately, that's really the only special 1 he's going to throw this entire fight. I push him to a special 3 per the plan, eat the special 3 with the invulnerability boost per the plan, come out this fight looking pristine. Even if I get pushed in the corner, I just push myself right back out and just continue to beat Mangog down. Very, very safe fight. And but then again, any fight is really safe with Red Hulk, right, guys? I mean, come on. All right, let's move on to Path 5B. Now we've got the intercept nodes, and I want to, and I'm going to do this fight with Torts. I want to shout out my alliance mate Trevor, because PWF and I wrote out the instructions for this fight, and I even write out the instructions for myself. And I was going to do this fight with Dex off, and Trevor was looking at it, and he said, hey, a couple seasons ago, I was testing it, and I found that when I take Dex off with Torch against Maul, I get hit by Maul's medium attacks. Like, I can't move out the way of them. No, great job there, clown. And so I tested it myself in duels, and I found that that is actually true. And it was just a pain in the butt. So I decided, well, I'll just do this fight with Dex on. There's me missing another counter heavy. Great job, clown. Maul has always given me fucking fits, man. He really is just an annoying piece of shit. Anyway, so Trevor really helped me there. I finally get the counter spacing right. Get the intercept, special 2, I'm all dead. All right. Next up, we have a pretty easy placement on this intercept mighty charge. It's, Nimrod. I really wouldn't be using a real debuff champ anyway. I guess it's here to sort of disincentivize you from using Medusa or Nebula. But it's freaking Nimrod, right? All you're going to do is bait the SP1 and punish, it's... Yeah, so that's all Red Hulk is doing. Now, for some reason, I think my success rate of Red Hulk dexing these SP1s this fight was like 75%, which is just unacceptable. I don't know why sometimes I was having problems with it, other than just probably the reality that I'm not very good at this game. Like there, boom, getting knocked down. Fortunately, 2 things work in my favor. A, Red Hulk is a tank with an invul boost or without. And number 2, there's a lot of free willpower healing when you fight Nimrod just because of the debuffs that he's placing on you regarding power stuff. I mean, I don't really care about that. The fight is just, get your openings for the intercepts and then just, wail on Nimrod. So, Red Hulk, I think, finishes his fight close to a full yellow bar. Knowing me, I probably, he gets the full yellow. Look at that. Good job, clown. You only sucked like a little bit. All right. Last fight is the shared fight. Magneto, intercept, mighty charge, conduit. Red Hulk doesn't care. You've seen me take this fight before. Fighting Mags with Red Hulk is I think particularly easy as long as you're comfortable with the animations. I do a lot of like medium draft back intercepts. This particular Magneto was giving me some, he wasn't really cooperating with those. So my alternative strategy is to bait the special one and then get the because of the spacing, I'll be able to get the intercept off of that. That was also like not as fluid as I normally like. So this fight actually probably takes a little bit longer than my other Red Hulk Mags fights, but overall it's still a very, very, very easy fight because you don't need to use specials or knock Magneto down in order for Red Hulk to really get in a lot of damage. It's why one of the many reasons that I love him is that he's such a malleable attacker, and that he can get around a lot just because of how he does his damage. So the other benefit on this particular node is the free willpower healing from the armor breaks. So yay for that. All right, final fight. This thing, I took Falcon to rank 4 because of this fight. Yes, I do that stupid shit all the time. The biggest danger here is the brute force and the limber. Obviously, the limber can be bypassed with a guidance pre-fight, which my good buddy Yusafa gave me. So then it's just about not being a dumbass and managing the brute force. So first up, I think I get the locked on. I don't get the locked on. I was very surprised by that. I thought clearly it was fine. So I back up, do it again, make sure I got it on, and now I can go. I used a Power Start 1 boost for this fight. And I did use the skill power back boost just because my plan was to, try to hit him with as many big special 2s as I possibly could. And yeah, I mean, other than taking some chip damage towards the end of this fight, this is a pretty easy, pretty clean job by me, and I'm overall really happy with how it went. So at this point in time in the war, 4 Loki is ahead on LVT. They've done more fights than we have. It's looking like my battle group is going to beat Tater's battle group. So kudos to the clown for coming out on top on that one. But, look, like I said at the top of this video, we love these guys. We wish them nothing but the best. And we miss them. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say other than I love everybody. Take care, and I'll see you in the next Life Chat.